Yes.
Chris, when you talk about the earth and what's going on with the earth, I have a question, and that is, does the earth reflect what's going on with the people? So in other words,
Absolutely.
global warming and carbon dioxide, if we worked on that, would that help the consciousness and help the people?
Of course it would. And, you know, our children perceive us by the time they're 2, before they're even born. They perceive our emotions, they perceive our energies, whether we're dangerous, if we're in a bad mood or not. Our animals perceive that. We know that horses, dogs feel human energy. Why do we not think, when we recognize scientifically that we come from the blue-green algae, that we are the plant, we are the dog, we are the rock, that technically we all come from the carbon atom. So why do we think that the earth does not express or reflect back to us our energetics? Of course it does. And what I feel is important, and I thank you so much, because we are initiating a global initiative right now about global warming, about the carbon dioxide. And what we're saying is that human consciousness can influence these levels, can protect the earth, not necessarily the way we've been trying to, by fiddling around chemically and biochemically in the ways that we have to control the earth, but by aligning with what is in harmony with the earth. You know, we know that the plants need our carbon dioxide, they suck it in, and what we're discovering is that people are suffering tremendously through allergies right now because of the increase in carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is causing plants that produce pollen to take in so much carbon dioxide that they're tripling their production of pollen, which reflects negatively on our health. You know, the oceans that have always absorbed the carbon dioxide, they're heating up. They're unable to take in more carbon dioxide. So we have reached a level in which something needs to change. And since we are contributing so intensely to the increase, undeniably, of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere, it seems logical to me that we can use our human consciousness to shift that. Quantum physics says that the observer changes the observed. My higher self has always said that the creation changes the creator. However, in whatever arena you want to look at that, action and reaction, laws of karma, if we extend our awareness and imagine the carbon dioxide dissolving, we can influence it. I know that. I actually had that experience. I gave that concept to the Academy of Science in Russia in 1992, and they proved that it was true. But we never have used that on a global level. And so now I have begun at the Light Institute and at the Nijoni Institute to ask people from every walk of life, all humanity, to begin to recognize, to practice having that awareness that you are influencing the atmosphere around you with your thoughts, therefore, and your emotions, therefore. What you manifest, you can demanifest. It's the same law of energy. And so right now, I'm glad you bring that up, I'm inviting thousands, millions of people to begin to practice that. And we're in this global initiative, we're at the warm-up stage as we build more people joining. It's free, it's fun to practice in simple ways. For example, if in your mind's eye you're looking at a cloud, I used to do this as a child, many kids did. Can you poof that cloud? Can you make that cloud disappear because you're looking at it? You can. Can you say, I need a parking space and get one? Can you look at a traffic light and say, can that please turn green? And it does. You know, can you call the rain? The Hopis have been calling the rain for 4,000 years. Can you participate? Yes, you can. And so when you begin to practice, what I put out in my consciousness brings something back to me. Then you begin to warm up to using that on a global level. So that you begin to shift what's in the atmosphere. You begin to shift the earth, the world, the sky that we live in. And so thank you for mentioning that, because I really invite all of you to look that up. It's called Human Nature Alliance Echo SOS. Echo SOS. And if you look that up on the internet, you can find a way to join this Global Warming Solutions, Global Warming Initiative, and participate. And it's a wonderful thing. It's just like feeling that you're giving something to someone, or that you're making someone feel better, that it's part of our purpose in life, individually and now collectively. That collectively we can do something that seems magical, but isn't. It's simple law of physics. Let us do it, and let us do it now. Oh.
Is there a meditation that you could tell us?
Well, I'm not touching that now. I'm suggesting that people begin to practice for simple things like when the phone rings, stop and say, do I know who that is? Because you do. You really do. Or you look at someone and you say, what's that person feeling? So it's the extension of your consciousness to begin to entertain that relationship between you and the outside world. A simple way is, if it's a drought, imagine that it's raining. If the soil is drowning in water, imagine the sun coming. And what will happen is that you will begin to have that sense of belonging and participating. And that's the way we warm up to this. When I'm ready, when I feel that we have a huge collection of humanity, and then I will begin to offer specific technologies of consciousness, which are simple, ways of focusing on carbon dioxide. Well, I'm using carbon dioxide. Methane is another one, greenhouse gas, but we're using carbon dioxide because it's, from my perspective, it's an easy one to target. And so I will be giving that. And when people sign up, they're given access to our archives in which I suggest meditations, and I suggest things every week to sort of stimulate that, I think I can, so that we really will do this. It's not something like Earth Day where one day we all focus on peace or one day we focus on this. It will be an ongoing practice, and we will see the results. We can measure carbon dioxide, and so we will be able to tell that. I remember one group of meditators did an experiment a few years ago where they went into Washington, D.C. because there was an increase in youth violence. And so this group of meditators went into Washington, D.C., and they just sat and meditated, and the violence level, which is measurable, dropped significantly. So that's an example of how human consciousness influences the energies in which we live. The atmosphere is no different than that which stimulates someone to be peaceful or violent. In the same way, the consciousness stimulates, the rain wants to rain, the sun wants to shine. And so we can send a magnetism. And what I like about this initiative is that it's applicable in so many ways. It's applicable on a personal level. If you realize that through the goodness of your intention, you can influence the world around you, then you can begin to use that higher intention in many ways in your life. It's a magnetism. When you're calling the rain, you're creating a vibration that is felt in the atmosphere through the pulse of your living vehicle. And so you can create that magnetism not in an ego sense, but in a real magnetic living way that can bring abundance to you, that can bring health to your body, that can bring connection between you and other people, that can participate in bringing peace into the world. There are infinite ways that this kind of what I call technology of consciousness, specific focus, direction of consciousness, brings results that can be applied. I feel that in the end, as we begin to practice these things, we can actually change our experience of living in body in healthful ways, in loving ways, and the power of consciousness.
Thank you.